Hello. So we have done this recording for you to help you work through the registration process. So there'll be a couple of things that we cover over the video. So we're going to look at the main part is how to complete your online registration, and we will also talk you through some of the payment side of things as well. Please feel free to pause, rewind, and revisit this as needed, and we will also give you some key contacts throughout the presentation. So what we're going to cover now is how to register, and I will hand over to one of my colleagues who will talk you through this important part.
So once you've received your MyUE login details, you can log into this MyUE website and you'll come to this homepage. On this homepage, you'll have lots of useful information, but today we'll look at the registration tab, which you can see at the top next to the homepage. So if you click on that to start the registration process, and you will come to the first step. So this is the first page of the registration. If we have any of your personal details missing, which could include information about ethnicity, religious belief, sexual orientation, transgender status, disability, it might also include emergency contact details, your personal email address or mobile telephone number. If we don't have this information here, you won't be able to proceed to the next step. So in order to enter this information, you need to click at the bottom there where it says Go to Personal Details channel on the blue button, and then you can enter all your information on there. Once we have all of your personal information, you can then go on to the next step. So on this page, you'll need to check through that we have all the correct information. So section 1 is your course details. So please make sure the course name is correct and the course year. If this is correct, please make sure you tick this box at the bottom here to confirm that these details are correct. If they're not, then there's the option there to contact the university so we can correct this for you. Section 2A is all your personal details, so your names, your date of birth, your personal email address. Please make sure all of this is correct. If it is, then again, please tick the box to confirm that it is correct. The next section, this next section will be any other personal details we have to hand. So please read through, make sure they're correct. And if not, again, contact the university so we can correct that for you. Section 2C is your emergency contact details. So this will be information of a family member or a friend that we can contact in case of an emergency. So please make sure these details are correct, as it's really important that we have the right information. Section 3 will be your address details. So we will need your home address and a term time address. You may not have the term time address right now, but that's fine. Just make sure we have the home one. But please, once you do have a term time address, update this on your MyUE page so we have the most up-to-date information for you. And so once you checked all the address information is correct, again, please tick the box at the bottom to confirm. If this box isn't ticked, the system won't allow you to proceed to the next step. And just to note, if you have any issues with the postcode, please add a full stop. And here is just some further information around sharing information with the alumni network. There's also information on reasonable adjustments. And you can also read here the impact statement. And at the bottom here, you have the option to add in a second emergency contact if you have one. It's not essential, but if you do have an extra contact that you'd like to note on the system, then please do add this. And finally, you'll come to the payment section of the registration process. So you'll need to press the Calculate Fees button here, which is the blue one. And then it will give you a breakdown of your fees for this year. Please note your deposit won't be noted on here. It's just your full course fees and any scholarships that are applied. If you are a part-time student, you won't be able to do this step as the student administration team will have to do this manually for you, depending on the amount of modules you'll be studying this year. So once you're happy with this breakdown of the tuition fees, you can then press Pay Online, which is the blue button at the bottom. And then it will give you the section where you can enter your card details for payment. If the fees cannot be calculated, you may see a screen like this, where it shows up with the red error message, fees cannot be calculated. If you do see this error message, then please follow the link at the bottom to contact the university so we can look into this issue for you. If you're having any difficulties with the registration process, please first make sure that you've entered all the mandatory information needed on the forms. And if you're still having problems with the registration, then your first point of call would be Information Point on the email address provided at the top. And if you're an international student, then you can also contact the international email address, or if you're a UK student, then contact admissions. I'll now hand over to my colleague who will talk a bit more about payment options.
In this section, I will talk you through the different payment options the university can offer you. If you are wishing to pay by instalments, the first instalment will start on the 1st of March, subject to a payment method being set up by the specified deadline. Thereafter, each instalment plan will be reduced by 1 month. For example, a 6-month plan will be reduced to a 5-month plan, with the final instalment being on the 1st of August. If you are paying by instalments, the university requires you to set up a payment method. The payment method options for instalments are direct debit from a UK bank account. This cannot be a savings account. The university will debit your fees from your bank account on the scheduled payment date. A payment date schedule will be emailed to you in advance of the first payment date. Recurring card payments for students who are unable to set up a UK bank account, the university will debit your fees from your nominated debit or credit card. Most major credit cards providers are accepted. A payment schedule will be emailed to you in advance of the first payment date. Without one of these payment methods in place, you will be required to pay in full within 2 weeks of your invoice date. An up-to-date payment schedule can be viewed via MyUI. If you wish to pay in full, the options are debit or credit card. Most major card providers are accepted. For more information on our payment options, who to contact, and instalment information, please visit our Ways to Pay page or Money Matters guide. Web links will be provided in the email version of the presentation. Fraud warning. The university asks that you pay UWE Bristol directly and not to respond or accept offers from agencies or associates. Pay via one of the authorised payment methods listed above.
Hopefully you have found the information contained in this video useful. If not, or if you have any information or any questions about the registration or payment process, for registration, you can contact infopoint@uwe.ac.uk. For any finance issues or queries, please contact cash.office@uwe.ac.uk. Or for general issues for international students, you can contact international@uwe.ac.uk or admissions@uwe.ac.uk for home students. They will be able to help either signpost you to the correct area or help you with your general inquiry. Thank you for listening, and we hope you have found this useful.